Hello and welcome to Deeksha Karnataka YouTube channel. All the KCET 2027 warriors, or I will say aspirants. So if you are preparing for your KCET 2027 exam, you might be making some of the mistakes that you should not make. So today I am going to tell you the mistakes that you might be making and how can you avoid those mistakes. This is very important for you because many of you are actually not aware how KCET is important, which chapters to study from, and where you should put your focus. Okay, obviously I am not going to discuss about the chapters. This is not going to be a boring session. This is going to be very engaging for all of you, right? So remember that your KCET rank isn't destroyed on the exam day. So if you are making mistakes on the exam day, yes, obviously your rank will be destroyed, but remember that if you are making these mistakes, it is going to be destroyed on the exam day. But if you start preparing right now, your exam day will be flawless, and if you are avoiding these 5 mistakes, your exams will be very good, much better than you have expected, right? So let's see. So what are all those mistakes? So why early mistakes cost you the most? So that is very important. First of all, KCET spans 2 full years. You have already wasted 1 year. A small gap in early quite grows into a large gap. So whatever time that you have wasted in your first PU are slowly showing up. You might think that PU1 is not important. I will manage that in PU2. That is not true. We will discuss that as well. So basically, you should not have wasted your P1, but because you have done the note, don't worry about it. I will help you at that as well. Now, rank is relative, very important point here. Okay, you might heard from your seniors that sir, there is a rank inflation. I was supposed to get a rank below 10,000. I got a rank above 50,000. Why? Because many students are doing well. So with lakhs of aspirants, a handful of marks can swing your rank by 100 of places, right? So even if you think that, okay, he got 5 marks more than me, his rank should be very close to me, but eventually you see that his rank is very less, where your rank is very high, because in between those 5 marks there are many students are there. Okay, and also very important that your habits stick. Okay, so if you are making some habits, especially some bad habits, that will grow slowly and you will not be able to overcome it. For one very common habit that student make mistakes is that using calculators for everything. Okay, so if you want to succeed in KCET exam, so you have to stop using your calculators, except for your board related exams. You should not use your calculator. Your brain dies, your hand freezes. You are not able to calculate as freely as you should have been. So that is a very important thing. Even 2 into 2, you use calculator to find. That means your brain is not operating optimally as it should have been. That means easy calculations, do not use calculator. So that is one very important, just an example, but there could be some other habits as well. You are studying a chapter but not solving the questions from that chapter, and that habit sticks with you. So those kind of habits you must avoid. Also, there is a good news that even one of these 5 mistakes, it is 100% fixable. So if you start now, okay, and if you want to start now, we have launched our Pariksha Veera batch. You can join the Pariksha Veera batch by clicking on the link given in the description section of this video. From there you will get the guidance how to join the batch. The entire thing is there. Okay, we will discuss more about it at the end of our session. So now let's continue with our mistake number 1, ignoring your first PUC chapter. So that's what I was saying, that many of you have ignored your PUC 1, you have wasted your PUC 1. Now you are thinking, I will just study second PU and I will do well in KCET exam. But remember that rushing into second PUC and tearing class 11 just basics, you can skip, but KCET pulls a large share of its questions straight from first PUC. So if you are asking me from 2026 paper, 20 questions are from your PU1. 40 questions are from PU2. Yes, 20 may look a small number compared to 40, but if you see that 1/3 of the paper is based on your first PUC syllabus, chapters, etc. Right? And if you are willing to sacrifice 20 marks, that means you are losing at least 40 to 50,000 ranks minimum. And that also assuming that you are making all the 40 questions correct here. Okay, so you are basically losing out 50-60,000 marks by ignoring first PUC. So do not do that. Give first PUC equal weight from day one. Okay, remaster foundations, units, mole concepts, functions, trigonometry. So these are the some examples. Strong basic make second PUC far easier, obviously. So if you have a strong basics in your first PUC, your second PUC becomes easier. Now you have wasted your first PUC. I am not asking you to start from today, but whenever you are getting some time, go back to your first PUC chapter, do a little bit of study from your first PUC chapters. Okay, that's how you improve your first PUC gap. Second, study only theory, not MCQ. That's what also I'm saying. This is one of the bad habits students do. They only study theory, they only open the book, they solve few questions given in the book, but they do not practice MCQs or specifically KCET level MCQs, which is very, very important. Reading and rereading theory, but rarely solving question is not going to help. KCET is a fast MCQ exam where you have to answer 60 questions in 60-minute time. Okay, so that is a you need to be fast with your hands, you need to be fast with the calculations. For that, you have to practice more and more MCQs. Turn every topic into practice the same day you learn it. Drill MCQs for speed, accuracy and smart elimination. Track the ones you are getting wrong and revisit them. So basically, you can open a PYQ book, try to solve them, write the answer in the book. Later you check how many of them are correct and why some of the mistakes that you are making. But you have to be honest with yourself, obviously, because yes, you can check the book and you can solve it, but that is not going to help you anyway. Next, not revising regularly. This is one of the problem that many students face. They study once, they complete the chapter, they think, okay, I am done, I am finished, I have finished everything, now I will relax. That is not the way to do it. You have to revise the chapter. Okay, so always chasing new topics, never coming back to the old topics actually loses everything, all the progress. So I always suggest that whatever you have studied from Monday to Saturday, you should revise them on Sundays every week. Sunday should be reserved for revision. Okay, all the subjects, all concepts that you have studied, physics, chemistry, maths, biology, all subjects you should revise on Sundays. Sundays are not for starting a new chapter, that should be a revision day. Okay, chapter studies month ago quietly fade before your exam day, but if you continue revising something, that will stay with you for longer time. Run a fixed weekly revision cycle. Keep one-page formula and key point sheets per subject. Use spaced repetition. Okay, revisit it growing intervals. So for example, if you study one chapter today, after 1 week you revise it 7 days later. Suppose you are studying a chapter on Monday, you should revise it on the Sunday, but you should not revise it for another 2 weeks. Okay, so next revision should happen on the end of 3rd week. Okay, so another 14-day gap between these two. Okay, first revision should be at the end of 7th day, second revision should be on the 14th day from this 7th day. So 21st day from starting from the day 1, right? Next revision should be another 30 days from this. Okay, so the gap between these two revisions should be 30 days. Now next you should keep at least 60 days revision, and if you can do that at the end of the before exam, you should remember everything. So this is a very smart way of revising a topic. Okay, 1, 7, 14, 30, 60. That is the rule. Okay, so this is a way that you can revise a topic again and again, and that will stay with you for longer duration. Okay, next, avoiding mock test, which is very, very important. Okay, the college is taking mock tests. Okay, your coaching center is taking mock tests, but on those days either you are sick or you are avoiding those, or you are just giving them because if you are not giving them, then the college will call your parents, and you are attempting them but you are not doing well. So avoiding mock tests or taking mock test casually is actually a very bad thing. You have to take them seriously. Delaying full mock test until after the syllabus is done. So exam stamina, timing and pressure handling never gets trained, you are not being trained, you are waiting for the complete syllabus completion. Do not do that. Whatever chapters, whatever topics you have covered, give a mock test based on them. Okay, take time, full length mock test regularly, starting early. Okay, not full length, maybe part length also. Analyze every attempt, silly errors, weak areas, time per section. Treat each mock test as rehearsal, not a verdict. So even if you are doing badly in a mock test, that does not mean that your final exam will be bad, because basically you are taking this as a lesson. This is part of learning. You have to remember, when you have started walking, you failed a lot, right? You fall down a lot. If you have driven a cycle or a motorcycle, initially you are not able to drive it properly, you fell down a lot of times, but now you are able to do that perfectly, right? That means failing is not the end, it is just the beginning. Okay, so you have to learn to fail, then only you will learn how to success, right? Next, preparing without PYQs. This is the one of the major mistake that every students do. They are not practicing PYQs. Studying only from the coaching notes and random question banks, ignoring previous year questions, means studying the exam blind. So which is very bad. You have to practice PYQs, solve 10 plus years of PYQs. Obviously 10 years is sufficient. Spot repeated concepts, high weightage topics. So if you solve PYQs, you will realize, okay, from this chapter a lot of questions are coming, and this topic is the most favorite of the teacher. So you will know that in the exam hall, if a question comes from this topic, that will not be a surprise to you, but it will be a common question to you. That is very important. Okay, let the real pattern guide where you spend time. That is important. Okay, now to summarize everything, fix this now, a better rank later. So if you fix these problems now, your rank will improve automatically. What you have to do? Respect your first PUC chapters. Do not ignore it. You have to complete them. Okay. Next, practice MCQ, not just theory. Revise a fixed cycle. As I mentioned, 7, 14, 30, 60. Take mock test early and often. Okay. Master previous year papers. That is also very important. So if you can fix these problems, then your KCET 2027 rank will be very good. Apart from that, obviously you have to also prepare for PU2 exam, because PU2 also part of your KCET rank. So PU2 final exam, board exam, or whatever exams that is happening in your college, do attempt all exams seriously. Do not take them lightly. You have to take them seriously for your better result, right? That is very important. And at the end, I just want to reintroduce to you our Pariksha Veera batch. Obviously, you may have seen that Pariksha Veera batch is launched on our channel, and it will be a paid batch. The price of the batch is 3499 only. Okay, it will be completely online batch where physics, chemistry, maths and biology will be taken care for your entire second PUC. Okay, we will cover entire second PUC syllabus as well as KCET PYQs, everything. So full syllabus for KCET readiness, 110 plus hours of per subject. Okay, not total, 110 hours of teaching per subject, 20 plus tests, part test and full length tests. So if you are wondering from where you have to practice those tests, don't worry. If you join this batch, you will get the 20 plus per subject part and full length test. You will get teacher notes, assignments, unlimited DPP generator will also be provided to you, and it will be delivered on the web platform that is built by Vedantu, which is a very beautiful platform on which you can take you can learn a very comprehensive learning. The learning will be very comprehensive for all of you, right? Now obviously the link to join this batch is given in the description section of this video. So if you are really worried that my KCET preparation is not going well, I want to do a good I want to get a good rank in my KCET, obviously you have to join the batch. The link of the batch is given in the description section of this video, right? Obviously all the best for your KCET 2027 preparation, but do not take it lightly. That is my suggestion. B, you are studying from our paid batch, you are studying from free on YouTube. Very important part is that do not take it lightly. You have to be serious about it, because obviously your PUC 1 was not that great. You know how was your PUC 1, right? And obviously all the best for your preparation. I will be back with more strategy and tips and tricks. Till then, bye.